Hey guys, we're here back at the campsite. We're gonna go ahead and try to do some more lake swimming and everything like that. Shit. That was probably the biggest spider I've ever had on me. I could have died. All right, hey guys, so we're gonna be doing a camping trip over here in Pine Flat Lake. It's located in Northern California, about 250 miles away from Los Angeles. It's about a 5-hour drive. We're on the borderline of Sequoia National Park and Yosemite National Park, kind of like smack dab right in the middle. We're gonna be hitting some nice lakes, rivers, and then we're about maybe 20 minutes away from getting there right now, so we stopped to make this video to give you guys a little introduction. We're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna head out. All right, guys. Alright guys, so we're on the Trimmer Spring Road right now, going to the Trimmer campsite next to the Pine Flat Lake. When you get up to the last 20 minutes of this road, it gets very narrow and very windy. So just make sure you're taking your time, you're enjoying the scenery, you're just not speeding, making sure that you're just keeping your eyes on the road while you're driving, and just overall just take your time and enjoy where you're at. There's no rush to get anywhere when you're up here. Just follow the speed limits, follow the traffic laws, and just make sure when you're up here you're taking precautions and you're understanding the weather and you're understanding the terrain and you're just enjoying everything. Along the way, there's also stores that you can stop by and get cold beer, get extra food that you might have forgot for your trip. So you're not like in the middle of nowhere. You still have access to about 2 or 3 stores along this route within 20 minutes of your campsite. So you still have driving distance to get to a store if you need something, which is a plus. So overall, I think that's the best advice I can give you guys at the moment. As we keep on proceeding through this trip, I'm going to give you guys more advice and more tricks of the trade, so stay tuned. All right guys, so we're here. We just made it to the Trimmer campsite over here in Pine Flat Lake. As you can see, we have a fire pit. It's not too bad, it's pretty nice. Picnic table, and then right over here we have a tent pitching area if you have a tent. We're not going to be using the tent pitching area today because we're going to be using the rooftop tent on top of the car, which is going to be right over here. We'll show you guys later in the video how it looks when we're going to set it up. Right on top of the car, that's where we're sleeping tonight. It's going to be a nice comfortable time to sleep. We'll make a nice big fire right here. Overall, it should be a good night. We should have a good time. We have a pretty good view of the lake. We're gonna be at campsite. This right here is campsite number 9. The highway's right up here, but it's not a really high used highway, so it shouldn't be that much noise tonight. Other than that, it should be a good night. Should have a good time here. So we'll use some. I bought some fairy lights on Amazon. They're about 13 bucks for a pair of two. We're gonna hook up one inside the canopy, so at night we have some light. It gives a better ambiance, makes you just feel more at home. They are a USB, so you can plug them into any power bank. And from what I read online, they use very minimal amount of electricity, so you could probably run these all night on one power bank and not even like use 1% of it. So these are highly efficient ambient lights for camping. What I'm gonna do is permanently just string them on here, so they're always in here no matter what. So I'm always ready to go. So that's why I got them. I'm gonna go in and install them, and let's check them out tonight. Just a regular 1000 milliamp power bank. We're gonna go and just plug that in to show you an initial test. That's how the lights look. That's not bad. And you can just have it hanging like that with the power bank. Tuck it in right here. Simple, clean, and gets the job done. And if you think about it, it's super bright out here right now and I can still see these lights. So that means at night they should be really even brighter. And then we can just go ahead and power them off with a simple click of the button. Just unplug it. And leave that right there. All right, so we already tested it out. We're gonna go ahead and just cut it right now so we can cut you into the nighttime view. At the snap of my fingers, you can see the night view. I mean, I think that looks spot on. That looks really good. I'm really happy with that. So far, we'll see how it works tonight, but as of right now, I'm gonna give these Amazon product a 10 out of 10, or a 5-star. Hey guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk a little bit about my equipment that I have set up here. The tent itself is a Smitty built foldable tent that folds out on aluminum frames. Right here we have some black rails, aftermarket ones. I got on eBay for about $110. Super strong, reliable. They're form-fitting to this particular roof rail on this car. You can see how solid that is. We just drove over 250 miles. Haven't had any problem. We slammed on the brakes a couple of times on the freeway. No issues. I went ahead and ordered also some front runner mounts. If you want to zoom in right here, some front runner mounts. The reason why I got these is because they're quick release mounts. And what happens when you unlock them, you can slide the tent out and slide it back under 3 minutes. And then you just go ahead and lock it, and it's locked in there securely, and it won't move. I have extra straps on the top to keep it more compressed. Inside, I have a sleeping bag, I have a blanket, 2 pillows, and some other stuff in there. And there's a whole entire like mattress in there as well. So when I go ahead and open it up, we'll show you the inside. We'll give you the whole walk around, okay?
Yeah.
And this right here is a 2014 Toyota RAV4 all-wheel drive with a lift kit on it. So that's why if it's a little higher than normal, if you can see like that, a little higher than normal on the vehicle. Overall, great vehicle for this tent. The tent itself weighs about 110 pounds. Some of them do weigh anywhere between 100 to 300 pounds. I wanted to get 110 pounds because I like to take it off and put it on when I'm not using it. I live both lives. I live both the outdoor life and the city life. So this was a good option for me to get. Welcome guys. I'm just getting the tent ready up here. Just getting open the windows up for some ventilation. Come in, join. Come in and hang out. All right, hey guys. So we're inside the tent right now. We just have it all set up with all the air flow coming through it. It's quite comfortable. It's very airy, has a lot of room in it, enough to sit up straight. I mean, I can literally get up to probably about there, and then. But if like say if I wanted to change clothes in here, you can change your clothes in here. And you have enough room for 2 people. You can see how far I can spread out. And I still haven't got all the room up. It's about a full-size mattress in here. The mattress itself is foam based, very comfortable. I have blankets in here. So I bring all my bedding with me in this tent already. And there's 2 inflatable pillows. These pillows are pretty cool. All you do is open them up. Fill them up with air, put them back in, and you get a good night's sleep. These pillows also have, which is interesting, they're not just a balloon, but they also have foam inside. So it's a double cushioning kind of system where you get the air, but then you also have the foam in there too. And the reason why I chose to get these pillows is because when I fold the tent up, I like the tent to be extremely flat and aerodynamic. And these do not compromise any of that when I put all this stuff in here. I mean, you literally have a sleeping bag, a blanket, another blanket in here, and the tent looks pretty small when you're outside. So overall, great tent, good durability. Air vents are right here. It keeps you cool in the summer, warm in the winter. I took this one time in the snow. I did some snow camping. I had ice form inside here, but overall, like, this area kept me very warm. So I would say overall, the Smitty built foldable tent on top of the car, good to go. All right, guys. So I used to have this light in here for nighttime use. It was a good light. The only thing is, like, it was kind of centralized. It didn't have like a warm vibe to it. It didn't have like that homey vibe. What I'm gonna do is get fairy lights now. And everyone that I read online that has a rooftop tent has these in their tent because they're extremely flexible, extremely strong, and they don't use that much electricity, and they provide a lot of light. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna string these lights up around these posts like this. Alright guys, so I just got all the fairy lights installed. I did only half the tent over here because this is where pretty much where the reading area is going to be, in the area that you're going to be hanging out. This right here is a USB cable that just goes straight up into a power bank, and you're going to have instant light. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward to the end of the night. I'm going to go ahead and snap the fingers, and we're going to go ahead and see these lights in action. Oh. So guys, I see that my fairy lights have been installed correctly with the power bank supplying the power. This is very pleasant in here. I almost feel like it's kind of like, I would say the ambiance is almost like homey. It almost feels like you're at home. These things generate no heat. They don't get damaged at all. So, I mean, honestly, I'm really digging this. What I did the other half of the tent with more actually, no, I kind of like the area where you're going to be hanging out and sitting down with the lights, and then that part a little darker. I think this is good for now. I'm really pleased with this. We'll see how it lasts, and we'll see how long term these and how durable these things can handle the, you know, camping life. But as of right now, bye guys. All right guys, so we made it to the campsite. We set it up. We put the tent up. We put the canopy up. We had a little snack with some chips, carrots, and celery. Really good snack. You always want to bring vegetables and fruits with you on any trip you go. Helps just keep the stomach happy. Helps keep your energy going because it's sustainable, good, nutritious food. So I want to be honest here. All right. So we're camping up here, and it's a beautiful campsite. But the reason why we're here, the real reason why we're here, is because of this. Look at this beautiful water. Look at this beautiful lake. We have arrived. We are in the Mecca of the lakes. Welcome. I'm glad you guys can join me today. Really appreciate your audience today. Just wanted to go over a little bit about this lake today. So this is Pine Flat Lake. We're camped up there on top of the hill, not too far, maybe like a 5-minute walk from the top of the hill. Right now you can swim here, you can boat here. The water quality is pretty decent. I would say for somebody that knows about water, I would swim here. I'd feel comfortable swimming in this water here. Different areas are a little cleaner and little whatever, but it's all natural particles. This is really good water to swim in. Martin and I, we're probably gonna swim in a little while. We're probably gonna jump in for a little while, go get our feet wet, right, Martin? Mm-hmm. And they actually supply not too far up the hill. If you look right over here, you can see that there's gonna be free life vests to grab, which is pretty nice. So you can go ahead and just grab a life vest if you don't feel comfortable swimming, and jump in and have a good time. I've never been here before, but I had to say I would come back. It's a really nice lake. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and continue our journey. Come on, follow me. All right, guys, so we're here at Pine Flat Lake right now. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this lake to show you how cool this lake really is. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this right now. I'm not on my word. I'm telling you, this water is super safe to swim in. Uh-oh. Don't touch the rocks. It's an artwork. I don't work out much, so sorry about that, guys. But, you know, whatever. I'll be back. Kind of cold. It's a little cold, guys. It's a little bit cold. Should I do it? Did it. Actually, the water's not bad. The water's actually pretty good. It's colder when you come back out. All right, guys, so it was super cool water. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this now. I want you guys to maybe do a time lapse. I want you guys to enjoy it with us. Let's go ahead and get into this water day. Let's go. Hey guys, just want to say that the water was amazing today. The water temperature was perfect and not cold. If anything, it's colder out here than in the water. I would say the water is almost like bath water temperature. Amazing to sit in for like hours at a time. The water goes super deep. You can literally walk in at an angle, so you can go from like 1 foot to probably like 30 or 40 feet. So you can keep on walking. Whatever comfortable level you are with swimming, I recommend you go as far as you want to go and come back. I mean, if you're a really good swimmer, you can go all the way to that side and come back. It'd be no problem, but you know, it's still up to you. Overall, Pine Flat Lake, really nice, secluded swimming area on a Saturday afternoon. I mean, I don't know what more you can ask for. Usually you go to anywhere else in LA, these places are packed, but there's like no one here, and it's an amazing spot. Guys, so I'm gonna go over some of the camping gear I carry with me. This right here is my little fire pack. I keep it in a little red container. What I do is always carry about 4 lighters, and then I have a flint stick like this, sparks, and then also have a magnesium stick, sparks. I have a little shovel. Let me check this out. Right here, solid shovel. I use it always for the fire pit. That's what that's for. Here's a foldable saw, cut wood. Here's my hatchet. The hatchet has 2 different purposes. One's to cut wood, and the other one's a hammer. So double purpose. This right here is my hot water pot. Look at that, all aluminum. This holds 1.4 liters of water. There's a basket for cooking. So you put your chicken inside. Put your chicken, close it up, or your meat, and then cook it right on the fire. It is hot. I don't really know why I keep it in here, but whatever. I had this coffee thing before. I got this IKEA. I do not recommend it. This thing's garbage. I'm taking it out of the thing. So that's my new water pot, right? It's my old water pot. Look at this thing. I had this thing since my first camping trips back in the days, but it's too old now. I upgraded to this. I mean, yeah, but it lasted. I keep 1 spatula, marshmallow skewers or meat skewers, wine bottle opener, and then little tongs. They're called tongs. So that. All right, guys. So I also have a bag. I carry 2 cups, one white, one black, because that's how they came. Pretty good cups. Extra plates, napkins, cutting board, and a little knife. When you go camping, you gotta remember too that a lot of stuff is not gonna be the cleanest. So you just gotta enjoy the little bit of dirtiness with your food. But you know, I'll have somebody wash these cups later. I also have this is a fire pit, an emergency fire pit like that. But in the desert, you're not allowed to make fires on the ground. So this one I keep always on me to make fires, and it's basically an elevated fire pit. And there's a bunch of forks and spoons, and then I got ketchup, and always have to have the zesty buffalo sauce on tap from Chick-fil-A. It is the business. And I have a whole entire Chick-fil-A bag of stolen sauce. Ketchup, sauces. The reason why I keep this stuff on me because it doesn't go bad. So you can have this stuff on you. So like say for my carrots and my celery, this is perfect for that. All right, let's go ahead and start cooking. All right, so you want to get all this ash out of here. So like that. You see how you move all the ash out of the way? And you're going to then you go ahead and start building your fire. So you want to get some twigs like this over here. This is why I wear gloves too. Just like that. And I'm teaching you how to do this too. And you really want to fluff it up. Fluff it up. So you're just building it up. You see how now there's twigs on it? Building it. I've never seen that happen before. Look at there's like a tree growing inside of a tree. Went perfectly in there. That's cool. All right, so you keep on wanting to make smaller and smaller pieces because you want the fire to start. So you want to turn at least one of your woods into a small pile of wood so it catches, because these big woods won't burn unless there's smaller woods around. That makes sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah? All right, we're gonna be using magnesium today to start the fire. And then a scraper. So magnesium and a scraper. Let's go ahead and do that. You're gonna go ahead and find where the little area right there is, where there's a lot of like twigs. You're gonna go ahead and scrape. Probably just use this one too. So I added the bag to catch with magnesium flakes. So then when I spark it, the magnesium can catch and then burn the rest of the twigs around it. So hopefully this works on this tray. There we go. So now we'll just keep on adding smaller and smaller branches to it. That's it. Let it cook. Cool, right? You keep on filming it. All right, guys. So I just finished making the fire. It actually was a little challenging today, but it wasn't too bad. What I ended up doing is just making a little pile of magnesium flakes on top of a bag, which was able to hold it in there. I flicked the magnesium starter. Boom! Fire just caught. making some chicken shawarma on the campfire right here. So I'm gonna be using a pressured grill, so it keeps the chicken from falling through the grate, and it also keeps it very flat and uniform while you're cooking it. I use latex gloves. This is something I like to do because I really don't like to touch stuff when I'm out camping, like meat and stuff like that. So it's just easy cleanup. So you just go ahead and close it up like that, and then you push this little part here on the top, and look at that. You can go ahead and put that right on top of it. You can actually probably put it right here. And that's it. And we got some chicken shawarma going. We'll just leave it there. All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and heat up some water right now. We're gonna be using the portable stove. It comes all right here like this. You just pull this up, switch it over. Boom. The gas goes right in there. We're gonna go ahead and lock it in. You see how it gets locked in, and then instant stove. I'm gonna go ahead and put the water on there. I'm gonna go get the water. Just like that. Close the lid, and we'll have hot water in a couple minutes for some good matcha tea. Hot water ready for some good matcha tea. We'll check in when the hot water is ready. Alright guys, so I think the water is boiling. We're gonna go ahead and check on it so you can go ahead and see. Let's go already to a full boil in less than a couple minutes. Just turn off the gas, unplug it. Boom. We're gonna go and get in some matcha tea over here. Actually, one before the chicken burns. Be a Pollo Loco soon. Right, let's go ahead and get the matcha out of here. I'll go ahead and start off with 2 packets. We can always add more if you need. I bought this matcha tea at H Mart. It's an Asian market in, this is the brand, it's an Asian market in Irvine. And these are all ready to go. It has milk, matcha, everything you need to do it. And go ahead and add water. I do about half because I like my matcha more matcha-y. And just mix it. Oops. Like that, and then enjoy. Delicious. We'll do again in the morning. We got our chicken all done. I'm gonna go ahead and get it off the grill. Just like that. Just like that. Nice and clips. Look at that. Let me tear into that. Look how cooked that is. Mmm. Start cooking. I'm gonna put that back on the grill, but it's smoking. Alright, we're gonna go to make some Trader Joe's fried rice right here on the campsite. It's gonna pair well with that chicken shawarma that we have. Just go ahead and get that going. You can eat, right? Okay. So we're making straight up Japanese fried rice right here in the campsite. Look at that. Go ahead and zoom in on that. Look how delicious that looks. Going good? I'll use a matcha spoon because it's fine. So like that. Stir it up. Look at that. Delicious rice. Look at that. Look at that Japanese rice right there. Beautiful. You have some rice, you have some green beans, carrots. This is good overall healthiness, nutrition. This is going to keep you going when you're out here. Let's go ahead and cut that chicken apart now. Got some knives right here. The reason why I like to cut the chicken too is always make sure it's cooked all the way through. Looking good, look at that. Looking good, right? Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and get that rice going. Look at that rice cooked. I like my rice a little crispy on the outside. That's what I'm trying to get. If you can see that little bit of crispiness right there, look at that. It gives a little bit of crispiness on the bottom. This one has a better texture, I think. So with the propane thing, these can simply pop in here. And these are like, I have this one already used maybe like 15 mils already on one can. These things are very efficient. Go ahead and take a sip of that matcha tea. Alright guys, I notice there's a little bit of wind when I'm cooking right now. So what I'm going to do to block that, a little trick is to get this and open it up. Put it right here around it. Instant block. So now you're having good flame on the food. And you can zoom in right there and look at that flame. Alright guys, so we just finished cooking the meal today. We did the chicken on the campfire, so it has that smoky flavor. We also have the rice that we cooked on the portable stove. So this is all highly nutritious. It covers the protein, the carbs, and the fiber requirements for a daily meal. It's going to be quite delicious. If you look at the chicken, go ahead and zoom in. Look at that. I grilled that thing like Pollo Loco. Like if you know what Pollo Loco is, that's better than Pollo Loco. Look at that rice, crispy and made correctly. And this is in the wild. So you can still have a good meal anywhere you go, as long as you know how to cook. Let's go ahead and start eating, guys. All right, guys. So we're here right now at the campfire. I already got it all ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and start a s'more extravaganza. We're gonna go ahead and roast some good marshmallows with some chocolate. Right here, the Hershey. Let me show you this one. This is original, the OG, the first of the first, the El Chapo of the chocolate, the Hershey bar. And then we got the original graham crackers, original honey baked graham crackers, super delish. And then I got the extraordinary squared shaped marshmallows just for this experience. This is gonna be Martin's first time having some s'mores. I'm pretty sure he's gonna want some more. Get it? Some more? After he tries his first one? Whatever. Let's go ahead and start roasting. Go ahead and zoom in. Let's see how it looks. So you wanna do a slow roast over the fire, not in the direct flame. You just wanna rotate that marshmallow and just get that nice rotation going. And you're looking at that smokiness that's coming off it. And then you always want to take it off a little bit. Go back in there. Take it off a little quick. You're looking for a golden brown color. All right. Now what we're gonna do is get the chocolate. I usually get like half a bar. Put it right on the top of that cookie. Get that marshmallow without burning yourself. You squeeze it. Look at that. Look at that. That's a perfect s'more. Let me take a bite. I'll tell you guys right now. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Damn good. Salutes. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.